Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game, he knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Trojans offense will get the ball first. Onto the field for the first time is Waymond Jordan, one of the better running backs in all of college football and a vital cog in this offense.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, that always seem to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
Throws to the wideout. Williams open on the right side. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Play action on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Here's Cam Wallace, figures to be a big part of the game plan in this one. He sliced through defenders last time out, more than 200 yards, and scored 3 times in their victory.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Beck. Right side, it's Alexander. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Wallace. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Finds his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part, probably the hardest too, getting him on the ground.
And he's incomplete on third down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're all over him. Got his man downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And I think Lincoln Riley really showed why the move to Jaden Mayala the year before was the right move. He got a little bit of experience, and then last year you saw him just absolutely take off. I think the biggest thing that stands out is always the poise. He never seems rattled. The moment never seems too big. And Palmer, another year with Lincoln Riley. Probably expect him to take even another.
Unleashes one deep. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. Another incompletion on third down. The Trojans will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. The Disney Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. That one just came off his hand badly.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with it.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires immediately. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Fires quickly. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. The play fake. Look out! And he never had a chance.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
One final play before the end of the quarter. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quick give. It's Wallace. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air, it's Beck. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Wallace. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Fresh setter down's going to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are. Snags it, and he's open. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And, guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Sets his feet, it's Mayaba. Holds on, it's Mosley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Jordan. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. takes the handoff. It's Wallace. There he goes. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Flush to the left. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. Turns it on in midfield. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. Might have a chance. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll give it to people.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Snags it, and there's running room. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Using his legs, it's Martin. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's a give to Peoples. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Powers inside. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The run inside. It's Jordan. They make the stop. It will be fourth down. The defense does have a timeout to use if they want to try to put up points before the half. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to make one miss. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? First play of this drive. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. The field goal is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 22 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Orange, looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Here comes the Heat. Out wide right, it's Jordan. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. To throw, it's Mayaba. Oh, pressure's coming. He tries to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. This time they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Takes the handoff, it's Hansen. Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Martin. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Left side is Wallace. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
You can see why this running back is on the field on third down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. Moves the pocket. It's Beck. Right side, it's Wallace. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Looking for a big play. Makes the grab on the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They want to throw it. Rush is on. And they got it. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 10. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in a situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Nittany Lions sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Finds his big tight end. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Trojans use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Stopped right there. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Under pressure. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. Cuts it upfield. It's Wallace. He's got enough. Breaks into the open. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Could be an alley. Brought down after a big run, and that is the way to put an exclamation point on this one. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
He got nowhere, but now it's decision time. It's third down. Listen, if I go get this first down, there's a good chance this ball game's over. The clock's going to run out. So how aggressive do I want to be on this third down?
Well, I want to be aggressive.
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a front punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockhart. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's